All right, everyone, today I want to look at what's going on with inventory. Are we at normal levels for a year? And also, when does inventory pick up? It's a question I've gotten from a couple clients this year. So we are going to look into that area that I generally do a lot of my business in, and the area that I just like to consolidate it to, which is the 50-mile radius around Boston, your typical commuters, and where a vast majority of the population lives here in Massachusetts. So let's dive into the numbers. So the first thing I want to look at, how many units are on the market right now. I'm going to go ahead and put the numbers right up here on this side so you can see them a little bit better. We have a pretty consistent amount of listings on the market right now compared to other years. We'll go back to 2021. There were 3,237 on the market on the same date last year. In 2022, there was 2,278. 23, there was 3,350, and 24, there was 2,884, and right now there are 3,287. Now the average square foot has gone up the last couple of years. In 2023, the average price per square foot sold at $320. In 2024, the average price per square foot sold at $364. And in 2025, the average square foot sold at $401. And again, that's just until the beginning of January, but gives you a sense. We see a steady rise with inflation, prices just continuing to stay strong in real estate. So now we're going to jump into sold so we can see how many units sell each month so we can get a sense of what inventory is like in those months. We'll start off with January. This is last year, but I look back a couple years, everything was pretty consistent. So we'll see in general how many places go on the market and sell each year. In January, there was 2,635 units. February, 1,907 sold. March, 3,224. April, 3,769. May, 4,675. We're starting to see it ramp up. June, 5,257. July, 5,314. August, 4,971. September, 4,011. Starting to slowly die down. October, 4,444. November, 4,040. And December, 4,146. Now, one thing you'll notice a lot of clients ask me about is it being a seasonal market here in the Boston area and that 50 miles around Boston. A lot of this is because we have different buyer pools, right? And one of the biggest buyer pools is families. The reason families drive more of a spring market is because they're looking to get their kids into a school system, so they want to end the year at the school they're at, right? So they're ideally trying to close in May, June, July, or August. And now you can stretch a closing a little bit, up to 90 days. So a lot of them will start looking in February, really hope to get an offer accepted in March, April, and then they can do a 2-month close and close in June or July or August, depending when they find a place. But that gives them a little bit of a runway. So that just naturally, weather's better too. Houses look better online and in person. So just seems to be a time when more people like to list, more buyers are out. Another question I get a lot is when's the best time to list? Now, different agents have different thoughts on this. Definitely depends on the specific area, but I think February and March are great times. You're at the beginning of that surge, when that surge really kicks in. You're not in the middle of it when there's a lot on the market, a lot of different options. You're really at the beginning when people are excited getting out for their search. Now, if we look at this numbers, it looks like March is when it really picks up. But here's the thing, these are closed, when the property's closed. Usually the average closing is 30 to 45 days. So a lot of the inventory really comes on mid to end February. And I think it's good to start looking a couple weeks before inventory comes on so you get a sense of pricing and what's available, and also seeing potentially where things are starting to close at. So I tell my clients the best thing to do when you want to buy in a new year and start your search is really start in the end of January. Start getting out there, start getting into open houses, not just seeing photos online. We know those can be deceiving, but actually see what things look like, what they start to sell for, and get a real good sense of value. So if you're thinking of buying this year, I can't think of a better time to start than really the end of January, because you're just going to see that inventory start to pick up. Hope this is helpful to you guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to email me, DM me directly. Don't forget, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, and feel free to subscribe as well. Hope you guys have a great year.